Good morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Jeremy here with a full non-spoiler review for Barbie. I know this is a bit of an unusual one for the channel, but please bear with me. I promise you will not regret it. Before we jump into that review, though, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And please give these videos a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it is the greatest metric that YouTube uses when deciding to promote our videos to other users. So the more thumbs up you give us, the more chances it's going to give us that YouTube will promote our videos to other users. So give these videos a thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. So, Margot, Robbie, and Ryan Gosling as Ken and Barbie. Could you imagine a better pairing? I think not. When they said that they were going to make a Barbie film, I had quite a few reservations. I didn't really know how they were going to pull it off. I heard a few rumors about the different kind of ways that they were going to perhaps do the story, none of which sounded all that appealing. But you know what? I still had some good expectations going into this film from the trailers and the other materials. So I did also have some concerns going into this film about the whole body positivity movement, red pill versus blue pill, all of those different types of things. And you know what? They actually did do a fantastic job with this film. The story is, Barbie's in her own in Barbie Land, and life's this plastic fantastic fairy tale. All of a sudden things start kind of going a little bit strange, and not everything is perfect. So then she travels from the Barbie world to the real world, and look, all chaos ensues. Again, it doesn't really sound like an amazing premise, but I tell you what, actually, it kind of works. It kind of works. I found this movie to be outlandishly silly. You cannot take it serious at all. It's not supposed to be a serious kind of movie. It's supposed to be just a bit of fun, a bit of silliness, very, very camp. And you know what? I found myself laughing quite a number of times through this film. The humor, the comedy, it all works really, really well. If you go into this movie with a very serious mindset, looking for something, looking for like a Grammy or Emmy, award winning film, you're going to be very, very miserable and very sad and upset about this film. If you go into this film, just thinking, you know what, I'm just going to have a bit of fun, I'm not going to take anything serious, and I'm just going to basically take it for pure comedic value, you will have a good time in this film. So let's move on to the casting for a bit. So obviously, as I said before, we got Margot Robbie as Barbie. I cannot imagine any better casting for that role. Margot Robbie is gorgeous, she's talented, and she just did a fantastic job as Barbie. Ryan Gosling as Ken. Literally, I cannot think of anyone else who would be better in that position. Not even Ryan Reynolds. I don't think Ryan Reynolds could have done a better job. Ryan Gosling is Ken. The rest of the cast is actually quite stacked too. You got fantastic talents in there. You've got Will Ferrell. You've got Emma Mackey, Simu Liu from Shang-Chi. You've got Michael Cera. I can never pronounce his name right. But fantastic comedic character, and I really enjoyed seeing him on screen. You got Kate McKinnon, who I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm not a Kate McKinnon fan, but she did very well in this film, I thought. We got America Ferrera. The cast just goes on and on and on. And you know what? There are a couple of cameos which are just absolutely hysterically funny. I'm not going to give them away. I'm not going to tell you who the cameos are, but no joke. You got to watch the film to find out who the cameos are. But they are so funny that you just burst out in laughter each time you see them on the screen. But I will say the whole film is narrated by the great Helen Mirren, and she is brilliant as well. And I could not imagine a better narrator for this film than Helen Mirren. I think she's absolutely a treasure. She's absolutely brilliant, and she did a fantastic job as well narrating this film. So the cast, like Oppenheimer, that came out this week as well. Both films' casts are just absolutely stacked top to bottom with fantastic talent. So could not fault the casting and the talent that they brought on board with this film. Now, you heard me mention things like the body positive movement, red pill, blue pill, all of that. So it's very heavy with undertones of all of these types of things. The film starts out weighing very heavily on the whole female empowerment, body positivity. The future is female. Blue pill, men are stupid. Blue pill kind of. It starts off with all of that sort of stuff, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to dig too many graves here, but it starts off with all of that sort of thing. But then it kind of the film does a really good job in showing you the blue pill side of things and all of those wokeisms and woke agendas and things like that, but then also juxtaposing it against the whole red pill movement, saying, look, this is the blue pill. This is what everyone's talking about. Now, here's the red pill, and it shows the thoughts and emotions and everything on both sides of the fence, which I thought was really, really interesting. Obviously, it weighs very heavily on one side as opposed to the other. It's not an even split. However, I did think they did a good job in showing both sides of the argument. So look, it's I was very, very impressed, with how they kind of put both arguments forward. I do think they also did a good job in kind of showing that, look, some of the modern feminist arguments, how outlandish they've become and how extreme they've become. I think they did a good job in saying, hey, look, it's going too heavy to one side, and when you go too heavy onto one side, the pendulum does swing back and kick you in the arse, and things are going to backfire somewhat. So I think they did a really good job in kind of putting that forward. I think there is a lot of people out there though that are going to go see this movie and they're not going to pick up on those undertones either though. If you're not familiar with the whole blue pill and red pill movements, if you're not familiar about all of those sorts of agendas and all the intricacies, I should say, if you're not familiar with the intricacies of both of those arguments and both those kind of culture movements, a lot of it will probably go over your head in this film. But you know what? That's okay though. If you're going out to see this movie just for a good time, you will have fun. You will enjoy it. It's great for couples, men and women. If you're just looking for a date night movie and a bit of fun, this will definitely be a good one for you guys as well. Another interesting fact, I'm just having a look here on Google. Now, it says here that this film had a budget of $145 million. $145 million this film cost. Oppenheimer only cost $100 million. So this is $45 million more expensive, and it's a Barbie film. So that to me is mind-blowing, that a film about Barbie cost more than a film about Oppenheimer and the creation of the atomic bomb. Because normally period pieces cost a lot because you have to be very, very specific in your costuming and the cars and vehicles and settings and all of those sorts of things. So very, very interesting little fact that this film cost $45 million more than Oppenheimer. But of course, you know what? They're going to make all the money back, though. The other day when I was at Oppenheimer, the cinema, it was just jam-packed full of women dressed in pink going to see Barbie. Same thing last night when I went to see Barbie. Like, I haven't seen the cinemas as packed as it has been the last 2 days. I haven't seen the cinemas that packed in months, maybe even a year. So it's really, really good to see a lot of people heading back out to the cinemas, especially to see films like Barbie and Oppenheimer. So, hey, look, fantastic. So, all in all, look, I'll give this movie a thumbs up. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. It was a good film. I had a great time. I had lots of laughs. I'll definitely watch it again. Maybe with Mrs. Jackednnerdy, we'll sit down one weekend and we'll watch it when it's on streaming. On IMDB, it's got a 7.7 out of 10. Which is pretty good. So I think on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm not sure roughly what it's got. I think it's got about an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes at the moment. So both really, really good scores. Look, the studio's got to be happy with that. They're definitely going to make their money back in spades. So it would be interesting to see if they end up doing another film. I don't think they will, but it'll be interesting to see. But so all in all, those are my thoughts on the movie. It is a good watch. It's a very interesting adaptation. They did a fantastic job. And look, I'm not gonna, I can't say anything too negative about the film, except for maybe, there was that unevenness of the blue pill, red pill, woke, body positivity, female, modern feminist thing. But they did a great job in attempting to tell both sides of it and try to make it as even as possible. So hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Have you seen Barbie? What were your thoughts on it? Are you blue pill? Are you red pill? Are you somewhere in between? What were your thoughts? Hit me up in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to know what everyone else thinks. And you know what, guys, stay tuned to the channel. We got heaps more content coming out. We've had heaps of deliveries come through from Hot Toys. We've got mystery box videos going up. Make sure you check out our eBay store as well, because all of the contents of those mystery boxes goes up on our eBay store, available for you guys to bid and purchase. So if you see something in those videos that you're interested in, head on over to the eBay channel. It will be listed on there at some point or another for you to bid and purchase. And like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys. You don't want to miss out on any of our content. We've got heaps of awesome movies and TV shows coming up over the next month. And we'll catch you on the next video. Until then, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.